Hello, this is Marsha Lee, and welcome to my garden diary. Today is the 17th of July 2021, and today I'm cutting back my roses after the first flush of blooms. So, if you have been following me, you would know that right there was my red climbing rose, and it did so amazingly well. But I have gone in and cut it back so that it can start working on its second set of blooms. And yeah, that's so. I've also cut back some other roses that the rest is there. So I'll just show you what that looks like. I've cut this way back, so this is quite a dramatic cut, but that is quite good in my experience for the roses, because that will just signal to the rose that, hey, I don't need to put energy into making seed pods from the roses that were spent, and the rose is saying to itself, oh, I can go ahead and put out some more shoots and some more buds so that I can make some more flowers to survive. So I don't want to have any leaves or any blooms down there. So I just make sure that wherever I saw new sprouts coming from, so for example, that is going to be a new stem where leaves and potential flowers will come from, and later on I'm going to go in and take those off, because I don't want any that low on the stem of the rose. But if we go up a bit higher, we have there we have that's going to be new leaves and potential new blooms from there. And if we go over, I've zoomed in a bit, then right there we have that will be new leaves. Yeah, so the rose is already working on pushing out new leaves, and those will come in later, and then I'll have more flowers or more rose blooms. Of course, it will not be as dramatic and as much as the first blooming, but I will be getting more blooms from this until it starts getting cold. So that's the main rose that I have in the garden. That's the largest one. The others I keep smaller, and this one was the white one here, and we can already see I took off all the spent roses, and we can see that those it's working on putting out new leaves, and those will also develop into new flower buds. So there's quite a bit going on this one, on all of the plants actually, all of the ones that I cut back. We have lots of new shoots there. So this one will do pretty well, and it's quite warm, so it shouldn't take very long for new blooms to come out. And on this one I cut it back, but I like this one because it's I cut it back, but there are buds already there. So yeah, the same with this one. We can see that there are blooms that are just about to be gone. Some I cut off, but it's working on producing new flowers, and it's pretty much the same for all my roses here. Cut back and grow, cut back and grow. So it's very important to cut back your roses. Don't leave the spent roses on too long, because that will just take energy and take energy from the rose, and will hinder the development of new rose buds. Here we already have some new buds that are there. And then here I need to work on this one. So we have a mixture of spent, like that's a spent one, and then some that are not so spent, but still down here we see that it's working on producing new leaves, and where you have new leaves then you will also have new flowers. Yeah, and the same thing for this one. So that's the nature of roses. It depends on what type you have. So all of the ones I have in the garden, they bloom the whole season. So I could have rose bloom even to December, depending on how cool it is. The most important thing is to make sure that I am taking care of them, deadheading, and then making sure that at this time of the year I'll start giving the roses also some fertilizer once a week, so that they can just keep performing. Yeah, so that's going to be it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.